That's fine. I get that, but you're wrong and I hate you.
You better back off, girlfriend.
Alrighty. Let's see if this whole thing works like I intended. Hey, kinda, sorta, maybe. A little bit. Not too shabby anyway. About right there, so King Corvina, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. How's everybody doing tonight? I apologize in advance if the energy is super low. I'm very tired. I have not had a day off in quite some time. I've been doing an extraordinary amount of work. I'd say we've done more in the last 12, 13, whatever days it's been, than probably we even do at like graduation time, so I am exhausted. and I am going to do the very best I can. But I hadn't gotten to stream all week because of it, and I'd really been wanting to, so I figured I would try to work on this little Venomcrawler guy a little bit, and yeah, see how it goes. Doing good. How about you guys? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I am hanging in there. I am surviving. I'm glad that you are doing well, my friend. I'm gonna leave the zoom level where it is for now, and if I need to, I'll pull in some, but I'd rather be a little further out just in case I move around some. As I posted in Discord, I got this little arm thing from Amazon Vine, so I could give my camera a little more of an overhead shot. So now instead of it being kind of offset to the side over here, it's now almost exactly my point of view. Basically, it's like right in front of my head while I'm painting, so that should help the perspective a little bit. I'm hoping that's the plan anyway. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, my friend. I think I'm gonna start off with, you guys can see I've already painted like some of this clearly. I already did a layer of the metallic basically over the whole thing, and then I went over it with my Achillean green in most of the areas, and then the bottom is actually a natural steel because I wanted the bottom to be a little darker. And now I'm going to pick out the fleshy bits here and try to paint those. Got my Army Painter flesh tone here that I've been using. It's like barbarian flesh. And I'm going to attempt to do my very best here. I might need to change the focus just a wee bit so it's a little closer. So I think this here, and this is probably going to take 2 to 3 layers to cover. I haven't painted in so long, I feel weird like holding a brush now. It's really weird. I mean, I painted a little bit, but I'm just gonna kind of go over it. Obviously, I'm gonna hit stuff I don't want to be flesh colored, but I haven't painted any of these, like obviously these wires and stuff haven't been painted anyway, so. But yeah, man, I'm hanging in there, you know, just been working my tail off, living for the weekend, very much so in this case, more so than even most weekends. It's definitely going to take a few coats to cover this steel up. I tapped my leg a little bit, that's fine. Probably not the best thing to be doing when you're extremely tired, but I just, like, every day I've wanted to paint, and then every day I'm like, well, you know, I'll probably be okay to do some painting when I get home. Yo. And every day I'm far too exhausted. And I'm just like, well, you know, tomorrow's another day. Pew pew, how you doing, my friend? Good to see ya. I think those are all wires in the middle there. I don't think there's actually any flesh there. A little bit there. How are you doing, Pew pew? Good to see ya. I did not intend to stream tonight, but I told myself I have got to just do it. Just do it. I'm pretty sure these are all layers I just painted. I can't. It's the only problem with doing like a large base coat of like one color is that then when you go in and try to pick out hold on one second. You're doing good, that's good, man. I totally don't remember what I was talking about. But yeah. Really not that many fleshy parts. This is flesh back here. Hey Spencer, how you doing, man? Good to see you, my friend. Is that? I think that's flesh going over right there. It's hard to tell. That's definitely like a rivet or a screw or something. Right there. You don't sound tired at all, yeah, right? So I said I'm doing my very best. Doing my very best here. I had no intention of streaming, but figured I would try. Probably wasn't the best idea. Definitely doesn't seem like it was the best idea, but figured if nothing else, I could use it as a test for my new little camera setup here. So if we don't stream for super long, that's not a big deal. The only thing that sucks about painting fully assembled models is there are little areas where I straight up cannot really see what I'm painting. But this guy really, he came in such pieces that like you really couldn't paint him unassembled. Like this whole back body was all just one piece anyway, besides the spiky parts and stuff. Like it was all just one piece, so it wouldn't have helped to do it in pieces anyway. Try to get in stuff. This is just like an initial base coat, so it's like whatever. Just got some of it on that. How are you doing, Royal? Hope you're having a good day, man. Yeah, I'm not going to. I appreciate it, Pew Pew. Yeah, this definitely ain't gonna be no 3-hour stream, that's for sure, but it's dual purpose. For one, I get to get on and talk to you guys for a bit, and two, it kind of forces me to get some work done paint-wise, which I haven't done a whole lot of thus far this week because of the way this week has gone. But I mean, I can't. Sorry, I just hit my. I'm not used to the camera being where it is, so I just kind of bumped my head into it. As you guys probably remember from before, it was the camera was kind of offset. And now it's like right above my head or right in front of my head, so. This is a Chaos Venomcrawler. So it came in my Chaos Start Collecting kit that I only have this guy and like one other thing in this kit to paint that I haven't gotten around to yet. So that's why I was trying to finish them up so I could be completely done with that kit. And I said that I really needed to try to finish this stuff before I get started on all my new stuff that I now have. Because it's just the sensible thing to do. I mean, I've had that kit. It was part of the kit where all these guys came from that I painted like a super long time ago. I didn't. He was like the biggest piece of the kit, so I kept putting him off. And I didn't start him on stream. I started him the other day in my free time. So I didn't really intend on streaming painting him. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have started him off stream. But I figured this would serve as a good way to get on and say hey to everybody, and also a good test stream. For the new camera setup. I hear that, Royal, for sure. I've been saying that every day. Thank God the work day is over. That, and thank God I survived another day, because phooey, at this rate, I didn't know if I was gonna survive. I learned last time that I shouldn't try to cover this damn. Oh, I just got that all over that. I'm gonna have to repaint that. I learned before that I shouldn't try to cover metallics with flesh tone, but yeah, I went and did it again anyway, because you know. Mainly just because it's easier to do the metallic kind of all at once. This way, this guy's gonna end up being the crappiest paint job out of the whole kit, man. That's okay. It is what it is. I'm trying to let that dry a little more, that way when I do the next coat it'll adhere a little better. Let's see. I might actually drop a little bit inside this mouth thingy thing here. I do like, cause I'm gonna make this look kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like biomechanical, where it's, you know, it's metal and it's armored on the outside, but the inside's like teeth and stuff, so I can make it look like it's a real mouth with real teeth. Same thing over here with this one with the tongue. Man, so last night I was I was really tired and I didn't really feel like doing a lot. And I saw that the Lineage 2 update had gone through. And I was like, well, that's something I could do. It's super casual. Just check out the update, check out the new class and stuff and see what's up. So I downloaded the update, which was small. It was on like 40 megs or something. And yeah, what that mouth do with a tongue like that? I don't know. Speaking of which, he's got his actual mouth in the front there. Anyway, so I downloaded the Lineage update and I made a Death Knight character, which is the new class. I don't know if there's one or two new classes, but I know that was one of them. And started playing, and at first it was pretty similar to my other experiences. Like, they had the tutorial, which basically is super short and it kind of holds your hand up to level 20. And you know, from there you continue on, and the quest, like, I think they give you quests all the way up to a really high level now, but continue that quest. Took me through the 30s, you know, killing monsters, like, hey, you know, go kill like 50 monsters or 20 monsters, whatever, come back, and then they'll teach you how to do something, like how to enchant something or how to, you know, whatever. Then they'll send you back out to kill a bunch more monsters. And all that usual stuff. Oh, my back is hurting. Oh, shit. But anyway, so I noticed while I was playing something a little peculiar. When you get to like level 30 something, they teach you about like auto skill use and stuff. Like, you can right click a spell and it'll use it every time it's off cooldown. And they had that before with like the soul shots and stuff. And I was like, okay, whatever. So it's not really that useful because most of the skills have such a short cooldown that your character just spam it nonstop, and it's like, well, that's dumb. But then I noticed it also started teaching me about something called auto hunting, and I was like, what is auto hunting? What is this? And it turns out, did any of you ever play the Lineage 2 mobile game? I don't know if any, oh shit, I did not mean to paint that, whoops. I was just like talking and not paying attention. I was trying to get under it and I hit that. I'll have to redo it. Hunting cars. Yeah, there's a Lineage 2 mobile game. So in the mobile game, there is auto battling, which is fairly common in mobile games, right? You know, like the AFK style games where you can just let it play for you, and that's whatever. But they added that to... Hold on a second. But apparently, yeah, that's it. Apparently they added that to the actual Lineage 2 MMORPG. So Lineage 2 already had a pretty big problem with botting, which, you know, people using programs to bot and level their characters, which happens in just about every MMO to ever exist. But they straight up added it directly to the game, so you can just turn on auto battling, and yep, it's essentially just botting. Like, your character will literally just fight, auto target monsters, run from monster to monster, fight and kill it, and you don't have to do anything at all. You can, but there's no need to. Your character will use skills. You can even have it set to use potions when your HP reaches like a certain percentage. Like, the works. So yeah, they pretty much just gave up and said, okay, well, now anyone can just, you don't have to bot. You can literally use the in-game auto hunting mechanic, and it's the same thing. There's way too much water on my brush. And I was like, okay. So I tried it out for a bit, and it was like one of those things where on the one hand, it seemed kind of pointless to let the game play for you, because I mean, that's the point of playing a game. But on the other hand, it was kind of like, man, this is, you know, pretty super convenient, because like I can just, you know, do stuff that I want to do, like, you know, use my phone or check social media or do whatever else while my character does his thing. And so I used it for the quest that I was on. It was like kill 50 monsters, whatever. And how do I get AFK autoplay for 14 crafting, right? Literally, I've never seen an MMO do that before, where you basically have botting built into the game. So yeah, I was pretty flabbergasted. I was like, okay, well, let's just continue our questing. So I got to level 40, and the level 40 quest was really big. It was like kill 200 monsters in the Sea of Spores area. So I was like, okay, well, let's start that, go do that. And I got there, and it's literally just like 50 to 100 players using the auto battle system, just sitting there killing stuff. And I was like, wow, this is for one, now I can't find anything to kill because literally just a ton of essentially AFK players killing everything. And two, I mean, there was like no chat in the game whatsoever. Nobody was talking or interacting in any kind of way because, I mean, most of the players probably weren't actually there. If they were there, they weren't paying attention to what their characters or anybody else was doing. So it was an interesting experience, to say the least. It's called the companion app. I don't have the companion app. I don't know what it does. Not real familiar with them. Trying to get in around all these little parts here. Little fleshy bits. I have the premium companion app. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the companion. I've heard you guys talk about it, or seen you guys talk about it rather, in Discord, but not familiar with it myself. Just gonna add another. I probably don't need to because, I mean, these teeth I'm gonna do in a different color to make them stand out, but I want underneath the teeth to look fleshy, if that makes sense. So you craft stuff via your phone. I actually didn't know you had to pay for that stuff though. Oh, you have to, like, you have to pay to do the crafting from your phone, or you just have to pay for the app in general? Oh, this mouth is a pain. It's gonna be a really big pain to go back and fix what I hit of the metal around this mouth. This mouth, I tell ya. Mostly like WoW Armory, if you got that, yeah, I did. Set up calendar events, text friends who have the apps, who was online gameplay. So stuff on the market board. Huh. Interesting. I don't really do any of that stuff, so. Besides maybe like message people, that would be about it. I think I've used the market board a couple times. I haven't used it at all since I've been back playing. Wrangler dead.
We hit that
50
50 mark. Zorvax love.
You did hit that 50 mark. Thank you so much, Wrangler Dad. It's good to see you, my friend. Can we please get some love in the chat from my good friend Wrangler? Still showing that constant support. I'll throw some loves in the chat. Thank you so much, my friend. How you been? Haven't seen you. I'm sure you've been doing stuff with the family. Sorry, I'm behind on my resubs. You don't have to say sorry, my friend. Do not have to say sorry. I appreciate you still showing the support. Busy and going crazy? I feel you, I feel you. Don't go too crazy, man. I know that's asking a lot, trust me. I know it, but do your best. Alright, I think I have basically the coverage I want because I'm going to paint over most of this fleshy shit anyway. To keep it in scheme with my obliterators. Alright, Royal, enjoy that dinner, my friend. Oh yeah, I didn't know I thought you were talking to Wrangler. Because he got all the loves. I thought you were saying what a Wrangler do. I don't bribe anybody. I'm just me. Yeah. I guess just being me. I guess I'm pretty cool. Just being a genuinely good person. Next month is our Disney trip. That's gonna. Oh god, I bet, dude. I've never been to Disney, but I've heard stuff, you know, things. So, all I can say is good luck, my friend. Hopefully it goes fairly smoothly for you. I don't know what of this is gonna stay fleshy and what's not, so I'm just gonna go over it and figure that part out later. Because if he had to bribe people for that, right? Yeah. The driving, oh yeah. He goes, you're a long ways away. You're a long ways away. We're not that far from it here. So if we wanted to go, that would be the least of our concerns. The financial side of it would be the hard part, because I know it's expensive. I've never been. I wish I could go. Yeah, Crystal went a super long time ago. I've never been at all. October is their 50 years at Disney. Really? That's cool. 50 years. I've just been working like crazy. It's the start of the school year, so they were having tons of events going on and all kinds of students moving in, and we had to help with that. Just all kind of, I've been working. I haven't had a day off. I worked all last weekend, and I've been working early, working late. So I am ready for a little bit of a break. Taking Monday off because Sunday is my birthday, and I want to be able to relax and have a few drinks on my birthday and not have to worry about getting up the next morning, because that's never any fun. So went ahead and put in for Monday off. And I will try to get some rest this weekend if at all possible. I am just getting shit everywhere I don't want to be getting shit at this point, because I am tired and I am struggling. Alright, that's fine. It'll all be fine. Personally, Sexy is chill, dude. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Don't read between the lines. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. So if you're drinking, also got a yard sale. Dude, we find all kinds of cool. I love glasses. I always try to collect interesting glasses when we find them. Oh, close that up. Where is it? I've got so much stuff everywhere, man. And speaking of which, I want to do just a couple of shout outs here while we wait for that wash to dry, because it's going to take a minute. I want to say thank you again to my friend King for this awesome miniature that I painted up the other week. You guys probably remember because I streamed some of it. King bought me this, and I assembled it, and I painted a large portion of it on stream. I didn't paint all of it on stream, but a lot of it. He was really fun. He's an awesome, awesome model. This is Boss Snickrot. So again, shout out to King for that. And then yesterday, was it? I have my days all mixed up. I got a mail call. Warfiend, you guys remember Warfiend, bought me this, which is still in the box. It's an Orc Battle Wagon. My camera's so close I can't really, don't really have room to show it too well. Zoom out a little bit. An Orc Battle Wagon. It's a huge truck with lots of orcs and guns on it. Came in the mail. Really excited to check that out, put that one together. And then Raven, Mr. Raven, aka Ghost from back in the day, bought me this. This came in the mail the same day. It's a jet that you can do. You can either do a Burn-A-Bomber, a DACA jet, or a Blitz-A-Bomber. It has like different ways you can build it, put it together. Looks super freaking cool. I'm really excited for this one as well. Intimidated, because I mean it's a huge plane, as is the battle wagon, but intimidated but also excited. So thank you to those guys, Raven and Warfiend, for that. And then that was jokes, I sure hope so. Disney World talks about this from as well still. So I'm trying to get caught up on chat as I was talking about. Camper Tomorrow will look 4 or 5, maybe 80s or early 90s. Who did what to your family? Don't, and that's none of your concern. And then Crystal got me this one. This is the Rucka Truck Squig Buggy, which is actually already assembled. I've got it up here in a plastic bag because I didn't want to lose any of the parts, but it's mostly assembled. I'm gonna paint the pieces separate, like all the little orcs and stuff. So I didn't fully assemble it for that reason, but the rest of it's all glued together and ready to go. So that was from Crystal. And then my parents bought me this Death Killer War Trike. This is another orc vehicle. It's a very orky birthday so far, I tell you. We've got the War Trike, which also has, I think, two or three orcs on it. It looks like 2 orcs and a grot, maybe. Yeah. Looks awesome. Can't wait to put these together. So I've got so much to assemble and paint. I still had ones from before that I hadn't assembled and painted yet, so add those ones to the pile. And then I have all my Beast Snagaboy orcs that I just got that I need to do. The backlog grew really quickly, in a good way. in the best kind of way. I need to refocus now that I did that. But yeah, so I just wanted to take a minute since we were on the subject to thank everybody for their generous gifts. You're all very, very kind. Need a tissue. I am having an issue, therefore I need a tissue. All right. So my wash is still drying. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but it's not completely dry yet, so I can't start painting any of that stuff until that wash is dry. Because otherwise it will, the paint will not adhere to it. Hey, look at this guy. This is one of my Beast Snaggle boys I put together. It's actually the only one that I've put together. It's the knob on the Smash-A-Squig. He's like the leader of the riding orcs. Only thing I'm a little unhappy about is some of these lines you can kind of see there. They're a little more pronounced than I'd like this hip joint and stuff. Like, it's not. I felt like they could have went together a little smoother, because there's a little bit of gap and there's a little bit of certain things like this piece. Obviously there's a gap here because it's a metal plate attached to his head, so there's going to be a gap, but I mean, like, where his head meets his neck here, it's like flesh to flesh, and it looks really off to me. So I got some of the cement that Raven recommended that I can put pieces of the sprue into. You put like however many pieces in it, you let it dissolve, and you check the thickness, and basically what it does is the plastic dissolves in this, because what the plastic cement does is it actually melts the plastic to itself. So when I put the plastic on a piece and I put the two pieces together, it actually like melts the plastic together. That's what it does, right? So when you put plastic in this, it melts and it creates a sludge almost, like a I don't really know of a good way to put it, but it's like, it's still a liquid, but it's very viscous. And what you can do, some people just plain use it to put models together, because you put it in and then when you squish it, it comes out and you get a much cleaner thing. But what I can do is I can take that and go along these edges with just a little bit and go over it, and then I can get rid of some of these gaps and make it look a little more smooth. So I got this in a 2-pack too, so I can use one just as regular cement and one for sprue goo, as they call it. Goo, yeah, I should have just said it's like a goo. But yeah, these guys are super cool. I love the new orc models. I think they're awesome. He actually has a really bad seam in his armpit too there that I need to see if I can fix. But I mean, that happens. On the Rucka truck, I have an orc that I had to put some green stuff on his back because he had a big old gap. That looked heinous. It looked a bit heinous. And then also, off of Vine, I got for free one of those turntable things that I was just talking about with Raven in the miniature channel. It's one of those things you put the model on top and you turn it on and it just like slowly rotates, so you can take a video or a picture or whatever, multiple pictures, a short video. I haven't got a chance to try it out yet, but I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. So now when I have a completed miniature, I can take like a little video of it slowly rotating and it'll look cool. It could be cool, except for probably not this one, because this one's not real happy with the way this one's going so far, if I'm being honest. I know you should never look at it until it's completely done, but still. I'm also just kind of trying to make conversation because until the wash dries, I can't really continue with that, and I don't want to move on to like the wires and stuff until I finish the flesh. So I'm kind of at a point where I need that to dry. And then once I do the flesh, then I can do the wires and the other things. Then I can start working on my metallics, my trim. Because like, I mean, you can probably tell most of this trim wasn't done up here. I'm gonna go in and do all that. And then probably do a few different metallic colors on some of these other things just to kind of make them pop. But he's definitely a cool model. Like he's pretty darn cool. So, what's everybody up to? I'm sorry, I don't have a lot to talk about. My last 2 weeks has literally been nothing but work, so I don't really have anything exciting to talk about. So if you have anything exciting to talk about, I would be glad to chat with you. What are you doing, Gummel? What's new? Gummel? What are you doing? You got a cute little face. You trying to get down, Gummel? You want to get down? Get down, good boy? It's a good boy. It looks like the wash is finally starting to dry in some of these places. It's not wanting to dry here because I put way too much in there. It'll be fine though. Yes, it'll be fine. Alright, I'm gonna start off. Take what's this? Nagaroth Knight. I use kind of the same color scheme on all of my fleshy bits on my Greater Possessed and my Obliterators so that they would all have a similar scheme. But I didn't do it like traditional to what the box art and stuff is. I did my own thing because it's just what I like to do, man. That's what I'm going to continue to do. I've got some ideas for my orcs and things. I think it's gonna be pretty cute. I'm trying to thin down my paint right now to nice. When I do the purple, it has to be almost like a glaze consistency, because I don't want to totally overpower what I've already done.
Everyone has had too much of now. From mega cities like Central to the vast and desolate outlands, nobody wants more of it.
Basically, honestly, what I try to do is make it look a little weird, like almost a little mottled, because my way of thinking is it's chaos flesh, so if it's this like warped growth whatever from the chaos gods, like it's gonna look kind of weird. It's not gonna necessarily look like regular flesh. Again, it's different from the box art, but I like it. That's what I like to do. So basically what I do is I go through and I just start, it's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but you can see it a little bit. It's like the purple just kind of goes over. I don't completely cover all the flesh tones. I just add to them. And then what I'll do from there is I'll go in with a lighter purple and then a pink, and we'll kind of it'll look weird until it's done, and then it'll look like, oh yeah, I see what you're going for there. That's also why we washed the skin with the crimson, because it took the pinky flesh color to a slightly almost like burgundy, like a pinkish burgundy. I don't know. It made it look more to me like raw flesh. I did it on my first obliterator and I really liked the way it looked, so I just said I'm gonna continue that with all my other ones, cause I do what I want. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my real mom. Well, these like the horns and the teeth and stuff I'm gonna go back in and do anyway. I'm just trying to do like the area around it so that it has like a uniform appearance all the way around.
Everyone has had too much of now. From mega cities like Central to the vast and desolate outlands, nobody wants more of it. How it used to feel is what the people want, and Rememory offers us exactly that. Retros, remembered treasures of the forgotten past.
Alright, so that's basically where I want it. So now I'm going to take Gene Stealer Purple, which is a lighter purple. Kind of do the same thing, but even less. So we still get the change in color, but we don't cover up all the dark purple. I'm doing the same thing over my palette. I'm just grabbing water and taking the paint down to almost like a watery glaze consistency. So that when I paint, it's kind of a little translucent almost, like it covers, but it doesn't cover all the way. Because she said there was no way. Alright, no worries, man. I'm just kind of talking to myself, since I know everyone's kind of doing their own thing anyway. So we're just gonna go over all these little things here and create some light purple tones all over the place. Like I said, just, I don't know, just it gives that flesh interesting almost texture. I might actually take a little of that. What does that look like? How does that look? Not great. I thought that was gonna be a cooler effect, but not. So we're just gonna grab regular old pink, which in this case is Emperor's Children. And we'll use that. Which, I mean, we really don't need a whole lot of that. So I'm only gonna do a very little bit of this. Cause yeah, when I first started, I was real worried about like trying to make things look like they're supposed to look according to the box art or the website or what other people had done, and like I'm always just worried, oh, my stuff looks bad if I don't do it the correct way. And then as I've been doing this over the last, you know, however long it's been, 4 months, I started to just get to the point I was like, you know, I want to do it the way I want to do it, and if people don't think it looks good, then that's fine. And if they do, then that's also fine. That's fine. You got to tell me, I know it's fine. I'm just kind of dotting that pink all over the high points. Again, it's hard to see because the lighting and stuff doesn't make it look quite like it looks in person, but it's fine. I think it looks pretty good. Now, I'm not really too worried about the mouth because most of this, I mean, I can try to get a little of the purple down in there, but like I said, the teeth I'm gonna go over anyway. The mouth is the only thing I'm not real sure on. I feel like the mouth needs more dark purple. And then when it dries, we'll go over it with the lighter colors. That's right. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do me hard. Wait, what? Gizmo, no. Lay down. I thought you were putting it there so he wouldn't go there. Oh. Alright, cool. So let's see, what's next? I guess wires would be next on my agenda. There's so many wires. This thing is covered in wires. Honestly, one of the things I always like never look forward to doing. And all you can see is my arm right now. Sorry, I'm trying to pick a color. I guess I'll just do black. Black's the easiest choice. What's this? Is this what I think it is, probably?
Oh!
Love this movie.
Would you fuck me?
Of course, I probably shouldn't play any more of that because the music playing get me in trouble. Y'all know how it is. Alright, so we're gonna start painting wires and try not to hit our flesh that we already painted. I'm not used to painting already completely assembled models for the most part. I'm not, except for maybe like very basic infantry units, I'm not really a big fan of painting assembled models. I like to paint in pieces, but the way this guy was designed, he wasn't really that good to paint in pieces, if I'm being honest. Like, most of his pieces were already together, except for like his legs and stuff, and I didn't really feel like the legs aren't really in the way of anything. But all these parts on his underside that are kind of in the way were all attached already. But we will make do. I'm painting over all the wires in black, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to paint the exposed wires with my metallic to make them, well, look like exposed wires. But for this step, I just want to make them actually look like wires. That's the other thing too. I mean, realistically speaking, like if I was painting this just to play, probably wouldn't even bother too much. Like I would have done the underside very, very quickly, because once this thing's assembled and it's on the base, like you can't see any of that. Like you really can't see any of the underneath of him anyway. But since I'm painting him to paint him, I want to do that extra bit and make it look nice. Because I'll know it's not painted. Nobody will know you didn't paint it. I know I didn't paint it, though. And I'll have to live with it. I'll have to live with that knowledge that I left those wires unpainted on his underbelly. Oops, just hit my camera. I'm still getting used to it being right there. I think once I get used to it, that this is way better though, because like my hand, when I'm doing stuff like this, my hand's at least not getting in the way like it used to, so I feel like this is still a win. I see this as an absolute win. Most of these wires are already black, so. Just erase your memory. Well, then I'd need one of those neuralizer thingies. And I don't think they just give those out. I don't think they just give those to anyone. This black is not covering the metallic at all. It's literally just pooling on top of it. Oof. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. That's fine. I mean, as boring as his underside's gonna be, I'm not gonna sit here and make like the wires all kinds of different colors and shit. I really don't care that much about it. Again, nobody's really gonna see the underside of him anyway, so if the wires are all just plain old black wires, it's not gonna make a difference. So I think most of the wires underneath have been hit with a basic black now. I gotta try to do these ones here. I can't decide what I want to level next in Final Fantasy XIV either. That's been kind of a It's like a new mental block for me now, because I don't know what would be fun. I don't know what would be fun to play. I think everything would be fun to play, but I'm still leaning towards a tank class, because I think that would be fun. But then it's like, oh, then I gotta tank dungeons and stuff, and that's still a big problem for me. And then it's like, well, do I really want to play another DPS class when I've been DPS this whole time? Probably not. I thought about trying to learn another healer. I did healer. I did white mage up to level 60 before. The one class with the sword. Yeah, that one. That guy. That guy, pal. Alright, once again, wires are just gonna be black. It's gonna be fine. It's going to be. You don't have to be mad. It's only game. No, I know about Final Fantasy, like some Final Fantasy, the Fanta. Yeah. Final Fantasy 32. This time, we mean it. Yeah, it's totally epic. Dude, growing up, like, I loved the Final Fantasy games, and my family hated the Final Fantasy games. My whole family thought Final Fantasy games were super boring. Which was muy unfortunate. Oh, really? Yes, Saturday they're doing the thing where if you buy paint, you get like free paint and shit. Yeah. I was thinking about it, but we probably have to get there early. Yeah, we probably have to get there early though, because you know there's only a few places to park there. Probably that place we went to. Probably that one place we went to. Yeah, I knew about that. That was what I said the other day, that it's like if you buy a couple paints, you get a paint for free, and like basically the more you buy, the more you get for free. Well, like I said, if we can get there early enough to actually have a place to park, because you know there's only like 4 or 5 parking spaces there. Yeah, true. I'm not gonna stay long. I'm just gonna stay long enough that there's a few colors I wanted so I could get one of them for free. This joke with both Warhammer and Final Fantasy. The circle. The circle is complete. Another hand touches the beacon. Man, I do not know what I want to do. Part of me really wants to... I don't know. I'm gonna work on the mouth a little bit more. Add some of this to it. Like I said before, I always try to work like under to over, so like I try to do all this stuff first and then do the trim last, because it just makes the most sense. But oops, he fell down. Oops, I tripped. I have a lot of things with the wires and other things to pick out in there. I have the teeth. To do all the little individual teeth, have to do the tongue. So, I mean, that won't be that bad. That won't be too bad. I want to play some Final Fantasy soon, though. I've been thinking about playing like Final Fantasy Tactics and stuff lately a lot. Main problem I have with painting right now, I think, is that like I'm so tired that my brain gets overloaded when I try to like think of what I need to do next, and I end up just like sitting here staring at the model for like 5 minutes, not knowing what to do because I feel just overwhelmed. Oh, maybe I'll just start working on trim, just like that'll give me something to do. No, actually, I think I'm gonna use the Rune Fang for the trim. Screw it. Let's go bold and beautiful. Why not? I usually only use that for the top stuff, but we're gonna... Why not do some heavy metal? Tommy! What the heck, Kami? Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. How the heck are you? I was lurking in your stream for a while, but I was at work and I couldn't really stay, so I just kind of left it open to show the love. Welcome in, everybody. Haunted Forest, good to see you again. How are you? We're just doing a little painting. I'm working on this Venomcrawler model. Trying to get him painted up a little bit. Hey, Blackbriar, thank you so much. I appreciate that. How is everybody doing today? Finally loaded. Make sure you guys all support Kami in every way. As you know, Kami does all of our art, our subscriber badges, our emotes, our profile picture, basically everything. Every art for the channel is done by the amazing Kami and always will be, as long as he is willing to do it. Welcome back, Royal. Yeah, I only have 2 units from my Chaos Start Collecting kit left, so I'm trying to get them finished before I start on my huge mountain of orcs, because a bunch of folks got me orcs for my birthday, different orc units, so I also have some Chaos units as well. These were like my outstanding Chaos units from that kit, so I wanted to try and get them finished. How was your stream, Kami? I saw you were playing Wolfsim. That was when I popped in. I always thought about getting that game, but it had mixed reviews, so I wasn't sure how good it was. It looked pretty cool, though. finish something. I know my backlog is so huge right now. I've got this and a Master of Possession from the Chaos Start Collecting kit. I've got a Dark Apostle with his Disciples Chaos kit. I've got the Beast Snagga Boys Orc Army kit, which is like 26 minis to do. Longest stream I've done, only got to chapter 2. Honestly, it's improved since the release. Ooh. I might have to, I think it is still on my wish list, but I might have to consider getting it in the future then. Because I love those kind of games. Let's see what else. I got a Squig Buggy. I got a War Trike. Warfiend got me an Orc Battle Wagon, which I'm super intimidated by. Raven got me a the Orc Bomber Jet thing. I forget what it's called. Blast-a-Bomber or whatever. The Swig Buggy Corvina got me. What else? Oh man, I've got so much to paint still. I keep bumping my head into the camera because I'm not used to the new position yet. Plus it's co-op and endless combinations, yeah. See, I love those kind of games. They're some of my favorites to play. I'm gonna come in with another color and define that a little bit, but for now we're just gonna paint it. We'll deal with that later. Deal with it later. And I apologize if I am a bit less enthusiastic. I have been working a ton of overtime this week at work. A lot of time spent out in the heat, doing a lot of physical labor, and I am just barely surviving at this point, so please bear with me. I was just like staring at this guy like, okay, what do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now? So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start doing some trim. Because it's chaos and there's like a million lines of trim to do. There's no time like the present to get started on it. The thing is, there's a million lines of trim, but like once you do the trim, the model just looks so much better. It's like it really brings these chaos guys to life once all their trim's done. Drop them. There are way too many pointy bits. If I drop them, something's gonna snap off. One day I'll get Kami to try the Warhammer painting. Kami would kill it. Kami would be doing all kinds of cool stuff. I have to really push my creative brain to try to do anything special. Like my Chaos guys are just straight up Alpha Legion. Like I don't really, the most interesting thing I've done is with the skin, just because it's a little different than what it looks like normally. But for the most part, I'm just doing like straight up Alpha Legion paint job. Are you stressing about that guitar? You should not stress. You do amazing work. Like, I get it, for sure. I stress about everything, even stuff that... I stress about stuff at work that I know I can do no problem, and I always do, but... I'll still stress. You think I'm just not gonna stress? I wish I could not stress. Life is nothing but stress. You like the tabletop game too? Yeah. I haven't gotten to play yet. I don't know if I ever will at this rate, but I would like to. Oh, this is gonna be loads of fun, isn't it? Don't worry if you can't see what I'm doing, because I can't see what I'm doing either. Absolutely not. I am guess painting right now. Like, I hope that's trim I'm painting. Clicked off the tab, no worries, man. It happens to the best of us. It's been so long, all the rules have changed. Yeah, luckily the Beast Snagga boys came with the newest Orc Codex. So like now I can actually have that, all the stuff I need. But the issue is obviously actually being able to play with people. That's the real challenge. I don't really know anybody that plays, and I tried once to organize a match through the local Warhammer group, but it didn't pan out. All right, computer, calm down. No need to get sassy with me. Question earlier in Discord. Hold on. Alright, Kami, well thank you again for the raid. I do appreciate it. I'm not gonna be on very much longer myself. I'm really tired and I've got things I have to take care of. And it takes me a while to break down and stuff, so... Where is your question, PPU? Am I missing it somewhere? Oh, if you mean the one about the Back for Blood beta, yeah, I see your response now. Yeah, I'm gonna be, plan is to be on this weekend, hopefully. I don't know. Who knows anymore? It's my plan, though. And yeah, we can play some. I figure we would do some multiplayer stuff anyway. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played it outside of the other night when we all played. Playing by yourself is ass right now, yeah. I mean, those kind of games are always like, you kind of gotta play them with people. I mean, let's face it, that's what they're built for. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna have to go for the night. I appreciate you hanging out. But yeah, we'll definitely play some this weekend. Hopefully I'll be able to stream tomorrow or Saturday or something. I don't know. It's hard to tell anymore. But I appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out. Thank you again, Wrangler, for the resub. I don't know, Kami for the raid. Everybody who came by with Kami, I do appreciate it. Hopefully next time I will have more energy. I'm working on it. But thank you guys. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Good day tomorrow. My plan is to be back tomorrow night. I don't know if I'll be painting. We might be gaming or something instead, but we'll see how things go. But thank you guys. Hope you have a good night, and I will talk to you all later.